Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about our external labeling services on Datature's Nexus platform. So firstly, why would you need external labelers? There could be a few reasons. One is that you have a lot of visual data to annotate. Two might be you don't have enough team members or collaborators to actually annotate your data. Or finally, if you have a very strict time deadline that you need to meet. So why don't we hop onto the platform and actually see how to make that external labeling service request. So here we are on the home page of this animals detection project, and we can click on the annotator, select an image, and you'll see at the bottom left corner this purple button that says Hire Labelers. So if we click on the purple button, we'll see this pop-up page that mentions that we work with pre-vetted labeling partners to quickly and annotate your data. Then you select Proceed, and after that, you'll be brought to a step-by-step process to go through the request. So the first step is to tell us about your project. So here you can write a description. So I want to label, in this project, dolphins and flamingos. Next, you'll indicate your annotation budget. So I'll put here 350 USD. And the number below indicates how many images that could be annotated. So have no annotations on them, which is 66. And finally, most importantly, is the sample annotations. So these sample annotations are really important because they contain all the sample annotations that you want to show to the external labelers as the ground truth and golden standard. So what that means is you would want to annotate representative images, so images that are common in your dataset, and also some edge cases that might be a bit more tricky and may require some industry knowledge to know how to annotate. So here are some examples that I've done on these dolphins and flamingos, and there should be at least 8 of them. Is cost estimation. So we have 3 different plans: the basic plan, the standard plan, and the priority plan. The basic plan contains up to 2 curated labelers who will help complete your annotations. The standard plan is a dedicated team but without a strict deadline. And finally, the priority plan, which is a dedicated team with a strict deadline, of which you can set a preferred completion date at the bottom, right there. The next step is to select how many images you would like to have them annotate. So in this example, we have 66 unlabeled images, and I can choose, in fact, to only have them select and annotate 50 of them. The final part is the estimated cost, which is based on an algorithm that looks at your plan, the number of images you want to have annotated, as well as the type of annotation that will be needed. So something like a bounding box for an object detection project, or a more complex task, which would be segmentation for instance segmentation or semantic segmentation. I also want to indicate that the minimum cost for an annotation job is $300, so it will not go below this estimated cost. The final step is to simply review the details that you inputted in steps 1 and 2. So this will include your project description, the number of images to annotate, what plan you're on, etc. You should also be sure to review the terms and conditions, and once you've been able to look through all of these, then you'll be able to submit your request. So once you submitted your request, you'll be able to view the scheduled job on the scheduled jobs page, which can be found on the sidebar in the home page. So on this scheduled jobs page, you'll be able to see how your request is being handled. So the status is currently pending, and once the job has been accepted, you'll also be able to get updates on how your job is being completed. So how many images are annotated, how many are in review, how many are to be fixed, how many are completed, and maybe how many that haven't been started. And this is a very easy way for you to keep track of what kind of progress there is. On the settings here, you can see 3 options: export brief, mark as completed, and contact sales. So as always, you can feel free to contact sales at any time. You can also export the brief, which is a PDF that will allow you to actually view the formal request, as you can see here. And this will show the description that you had, what plan you requested for, as well as the sample images. And this will be the PDF that's passed to our team, as well as the external labeling company as well. Now I want to talk about how it will be like when the external labelers actually come onto the platform. So there's a few things to highlight. Firstly, all the annotation will be done on platform, so no data will ever leave the platform, and the annotators will only have temporary accounts that will have access to your project for the duration of the annotation job. While they're on platform, they will only be able to see two pages, the home page as well as the annotator page. On the home page, the information there will be just general project statistics, which will help them with just annotation job tracking, but they will not be able to see any private information such as your email or any other sensitive data. They also won't be able to access any other important pages like the workflow page, the artifacts page, or the deploy page as well. On the annotator page specifically, they will also only have access to the data that has been requested for annotation. So in our previous example, we had 66 images. They will only be able to see the 50 images that were sent for annotation. So they will not be able to access any data or information that was not initially packaged in the request. Overall, the infrastructure of the external labeler service is scoped only to the initial request, and any other data that is private or sensitive will be restricted from the view of these external labelers. Thank you for watching our tutorial on how to make an external labelers service request. If you want to try it out for yourself, please sign up at nexus.datature.io. If you want to learn more about the specifics of the infrastructure, please go to developers.datature.io. And finally, if you have any questions for the team, or if you want to discuss use cases with other users, please go to our community Slack. Thank you.